Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Civilization 6 in the Chaos mode, where we have the random terrain yields mod and every possible game mode activated to just allow chaos to unfold. Like, things are just being a bit weird right now. Somehow we're not completely dead. And thank you so much, Laconic, for becoming a true Spuddy. By the way, if you're watching my YouTube videos, did you know if you scroll down below the YouTube video, there's a little button there that says join, and you can click that button and give me $2 a month to become a full member of the channel, and you get a special little icon next to your name. All right, it's a cool deal. $2 a month is all you need to pay. That's 60% cheaper than a Twitch subscription. All right, I am practically giving it away. It's almost free. Now, unfortunately, we did have a little bit of a crash there at the end of the last episode, but we've actually made great progress. We started out with our capital city. We spent a long time on just the capital city. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't settle a second city until like turn 80. And then we got Horrific Pizza, we have Copan and Bananarama. Next, we'll be settling Susibaka. And we're just going to try and get a few cities to try and claw our way back into something resembling a normal game. The AI barbarians are already spawning man-at-arms. Pretty sure I bought a man-at-arms here like that. With a 45 combat strength unit. I only have Hulches, right? These are my archer units. It's the only thing I have to defend myself with here. And you know what? Having completely random terrain yields really adds an extra layer of challenge to this game. Because you can't rely on any of your old decision making. You have to just go for it and try to survive. Off of very, very slim pickings. 1,000-year flood. Oof. Oof. All right, let's settle Susibaka. Skadoosh. The nice thing is, settling my cities gets me... I probably should have waited a turn on that builder. I would have got an extra 4 charges by plugging in serfdom. I do want to build a district in here. But man, is the production bad. I think I actually need to get some mines in here. Which means it's builder time. It's always builder time. Now time. Let's burn this down. Let's burn it down. I settled too close. Shut up, you. Telling me I settled too close. This is my land. Boom. Now there's feudalism. Trained builders get +2 actions. I will definitely be plugging that in. We already got a few more turns of colonization to worry about, so we'll keep that train rolling down the line. You know what? This is actually a good opportunity for even more farms, and I will take it. But with the advantage of feudalism now, my farms are food neutral. Okay, I want you to really think about how bad these farms are. If it has taken me 107 turns to get to the point where my farms are food neutral, okay? These are food neutral farms. They don't even give me growth. They just don't cost me anything to work. And these are the best tiles I have available to me. Food neutral tiles. That's the best this game has to offer for me. All right, look at all these. These are food neutral tiles, except for this one, which is food positive, which is what you want. Man. Yikes. It's hard. I think I might just like get a builder in Nukes or Sus and just rip through all this jungle and just try to crack out a couple more settlers a few turns sooner. I will say this though, considering how hard of a struggle it has been to get to this point, it is finally nice to have tiles that are food neutral. Like, because it has been a struggle to get to here. It all depends. Oh, actually, these tiles do get fertilized. Now, the problem is if I light fires in my capital, it'll destroy a lot of my population. And population is tough to grow in this mode, right? Because there's not a lot of food. There just really isn't a huge amount of food happening. Now, the one saving grace here I have is that the AI is really struggling on this mode as well. Even though we are playing on deity, they're still ahead of me. They're just not, steamrolling like they normally would be. Oh my god, I cannot believe I misspelled Bananarama. Bananarama, thank you. Maybe the burning is worth it. Maybe burning down my capital is worth it. I'm going to buy a soothsayer in here and make it happen. Got some kind of space aurora there a couple turns ago. It went away real quick, weirdly enough. It's like a solar flare, damaged some tiles. I don't know how it damages things. Nothing is powered yet, so I don't understand how it damaged. Somebody is running away with the game if that damaged something. Oh yeah, I could probably get some heroes here too if I wanted to. But I reckon granaries and monuments are just the way I save my civilization from total ruin. I definitely have to nip this zombie stuff in the bud, which means I need to unlock swordsman. I need to get access to some kind of iron. Nobody has iron. Is there even iron near me? There's no iron anywhere near me on the map. which is really unfortunate, which means I have to wait till nighter to get better units. I have to rely on the Ulce to protect me. Boom, that's 10 builder charges from a single city. This is the power of the mines with the delayed settler strategy. Maybe it would be good to raise Skedsmo because I could actually fit like 3 more cities here. Boom, mine. Boom, mine. Oh my god, somebody is cooking onions and it's really painful. Hang on. Like the food smells nice, dude, but oh my god, my eyes are stinging. All right, let's get the diplomatic quarter. We want this because we will actually get the benefit of our government here, autocracy, which will give us +1 to all yields when we build our diplomatic quarter building. And it'll also give us +1 food and +1 production on the horrific pizza trade route that we're running. Get rid of this zombie. Zombies are going to be just appearing everywhere now. Quick recap. What did you miss? You missed chaos, dude. In fact, the stream is already over. You should turn it off. Go watch someone else. All right? You're not welcome. Not welcome here anymore. No, you're welcome. Chaos. Just chaos things happened. Don't worry about it. Another zombie. Yeah, let's just fortify there. Let that zombie smash into you. I don't know if I'm going to go for a holy site anymore in horrific pizza. I think I've actually changed my mind. I have 0 production in any of my cities, and that's a real problem. It's a real problem that needs to get solved here. Do I settle any more cities? I could probably scooch in like another 1, 2, 3. These are outside of the range of my capital though, so I don't get that nice benefit of the 10% extra yields. But they are extra yields. Here's the thing. More land is always better, even if that land is slightly worse. More importantly, it'll also act as a buffer zone for my Dark Age. By having more cities out here, I'll have more cities that will flip independent that aren't actually my important cities. So it might be the sus to do that. All right, come on, baby. Light my fire. Let that fire spread. It's got to hit this entire jungle along here. But the nice thing is, it did actually end up fertilizing these tiles over here. I've got 800 gold in the bank. And I am starting to feel like investing into Liang would have been my best choice here. So I'll need 4 more governor titles in order to do that. So it'll be a while before I can start buying districts at Reina. But I think that is my best move. 'Tis my best move to survive here. Oh, God! Norway. The Norwegians are attacking. So forest fire timing, not the best. You're almost certainly dead. Ancient walls for sure. To get our combat strength up. Immediately tech switch to crossbowmen. I don't know if I can get my Hulche to this city in time. I do have a vampire to defend it. I have a man-at-arms I can use. I'm relatively well defended. And he's got a set of very difficult terrain to come through here. So I think all in all, I think I am in a good position to defend here. But it's going to be a trouble. Okay, I kind of expected that guy to die. But the nice thing is he is on a vampire castle. How do you kill vampires again? If a vampire castle is killed on a vampire... If a vampire is killed on a vampire castle, do they die forever? Let's make friends with the Cree. And ask him to join... No, he's friends with Norway, so he won't join. Unfortunate. At least these tiles are better. I might be able to just light them on fire again and create a permanent flaming barrier for the enemy to not be able to walk through. I do have the gold to purchase units. And I could, in theory, levy all these man-at-arms from Kumasi and take out like Hamar, or even just run around and do damage. And I think the levying Kumasi man-at-arms plan is the plan. Right, Kumasi, nice to meet you. Levy time. There we are. Lots of era score and a nice big military that we can use to fight. This unit does a little bit too much damage for me. Let's fall back a little. Go stand there and we'll buy ourselves another Hulche in a couple turns. Oh, this poor horseman's getting obliterated. Mega Colossal Eruption? No one asked! Why? Stop. Why would you be here? Block him from crossing the river. That's important, I think. Well, we can at least send these men-at-arms to go harass the hell out of Norway and maybe pillage some of his lands and stuff like that. We are heading into a dark age, which is a scary time for us. Maybe we can get enough kills to make a difference. I'm pretty sure killing a unit gets you a benefit here. 100% production towards city center buildings is absolutely what we want. And then double great scientist production also makes sense to me. I like how my plan to defeat Norway is just like pillage Norway. The pillaging nation. How the turntables. Right, we do have potential here at least. We do have double shots. And we can get more Hulche. I am worried though about the possibility of city flips here. It's a spooky and scary proposition. And I don't have nearly enough time to prepare. Where are these coming from? Anshan? Oh, Christ. Well, at least I have archers in the area. And they're only regular warriors. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a strong pikeman. Right, let's retreat. Crossbow made it across the river, but that's not going to be good enough for him, I don't think. I think he is trying to take the city of horrific pizza. Even Kabul is helping, but I don't think that's going to be enough here. Our troops are well positioned to defend. Right, pillage for 83 science. Get on there. We'll start smashing Hamar. We'll get some promotions on these guys as well, which I think will give me more era score. I think you get era score from promoting units. Let's have a look. Right, so you got a promotion. If I take this promotion, I actually do get the era score for promoting city-state units, which is really, really great. Boom. Hamar's almost dead. Pillaging, pillaging, pillaging. I'm getting loads of science from pillaging. That's helping a lot too. I need another 11 points, and I've got 7 turns to do it. I mean, it's maybe possible. We are going to get a ton of score from fighting over the next few turns. You need to actually stand in this city to prevent it from getting one shot. Let's get rid of colonization, put in discipline. We'll plug in bastions as well to give our cities extra combat strength. Don't know why that hasn't updated. It's kind of annoying that it hasn't. Governor title, yoink. We're going to start building up Reina. 5 envoys. Probably should have plugged in the double envoy card. I might have been able to steal Anshan. I can break his suzerainty. I could steal Kabul, like no problem. Boom. Kabul is mine. That's a bunch of era score as well for stealing a city-state. Levying the military here would take 600 gold. I might be able to get that. 120 gold off the Cree. I might be able to flip this and use it against them. Especially because I'm also stealing another city. Oh, the zombie bomb I could drop on this dude's head right now. Oh, that's disgusting what I'm about to do. Take battle cry? I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm zombie bombing him. That's got to be like against the Geneva Convention. It's just dropping zombies inside someone's territory. Right, shoot. Who's close to a level now? You are. There's the promotion we were looking for. You're close to a level as well. Lovely. Let's get a catapult to be able to retake our cities when they do flip independent. It's quite crap when your cities flip independent. If you're wondering, normally your city's combat strength is dictated by the highest level unit that you have. Unfortunately, I actually didn't build the man-at-arms. I bought that off a barbarian. So that doesn't actually trigger the city combat strength update unless I stand the unit inside the city. Right? Units inside the city, 44 combat strength. I step back out, it's back down to 10. So you have to actually physically have the man-at-arms in the city to get the combat strength upgrade if you get it from a barb camp. It's one of those weird kind of quirky exceptions to the game rule. I could grab a horseman as well, and that would maybe get me an era score point. As well as possibly if I were to buy a galley. That would be worth 2. That would give me 3, and I'd be left needing 6. That might be hard to pull all of them off. I mean, the potential exists, don't get me wrong. I think levying Kabul also would be some more era score. I think the first time you levy a city-state, you always get a bit of era score. So we do have options here to try and secure ourselves another golden age. And if I got another golden age, it would really make the difference, I think. It really would. Right. There's the zombie spawn we were hoping for. We're looking for pillages now. If we can sneak a couple of extra pillages in, that'll be all she wrote. Can I get a bit more money? I need 11 gold in order to levy that city-state. Right, we'll shoot this guy. There's 8 XP. Hulche. We'll take the garrison promotion. That should have been another era score. Is it when you earn the promotion or when you use the promotion? Well, I may as well send these guys to go level off of the city-state if I can. Might net me a little bit of era score. Can't spend my money to do the Bananarama thing that I want to do. See if we can get Hercules and Bananarama. That should be one of my cities that I get to keep when the thing goes down. The loyalty, if I fail. I do have cotton to sell, but nobody wants to buy it. Right, pillage for gold. Then we can come in here. Oh man, they built more military. Well, that makes my life harder because I was hoping to levy them and fight now. And see if I could squeeze out a little bit more era score. Because I definitely want to get the galley. That'll cost me 260. So I'll need another pillage of gold, which I'm not going to get. Well, it looks like we're going to be going into a dark age here, lads. That's going to be rough. It's going to be a tough era. We're not nearly militarily prepared for this. Not even slightly. Are we even remotely ready? But at the very least, we have a sizable army of Hulches who should be able to reclaim our cities pretty steadily. Oh, Jesus. He wants peace now. You know, I think I just refuse the peace. It's an opportunity for me to do a bit more damage to his economy. Whatever I can kill, whatever I can claim. Jesus, these pikemen are strong. Jesus, these pikemen. Right, kill that unit. Stole a builder. We levy this military. It's another 2 era score. We'll have 3 turns now. Maybe buy a galley. Jesus, this is very close. I do feel like it's a bit bullshit on deity difficulty that no matter what you do, 40% of your empire, 40% of your empire just goes rogue. No matter what you do, I feel like it should scale based on how badly you miss your golden age. I think that was a big miss by the Civilization 6 developer team. Like a big whiff on the game design side of things. Because missing by this slim of a margin, and I'm going to get very, very close, and then being punished so heavily does not feel good. I thought that said a nuclear flood, but it's a 1,000-year flood. A nuclear flood would be an absolutely horrifying thing to happen. But I think Horrific Pizza has taken enough value from this trade route, so I'm going to pop it over into Bananarama to get that city going now. Horrific Pizza has done really well off those trade routes. Definitely needs this builder out. I don't know what you're doing over here, but I mean, if you want to donate a builder, there's a promotion. Does taking the promotion count? No, it's earning the promotion that does the thing. If I were to upgrade a crossbowman, well, I may as well buy a galley. That's unfortunate that it only counts it when you actually earn the promotion. And it's not, or when, it's not when you take the promotion. Thankfully, Anshan City is bad enough that I can farm a bit of value from this. Just to make my loyalty pressure a bit stronger, I am going to buy the galley. Because the loyalty pressure of your empire in the next era is based on how badly you missed the golden age. Nukes are sus. 6 food, 3 production, 1 gold. Now that's a trade route to help carry some of these terrible cities. Ooh, we are losing lots of units, but that's okay. I'm okay with losing units because they're not technically mine, but we are going into a dark age. And we got actually only 2 cities have revolted here. I'm pretty happy about that. Each of my citizens exerts only 0.75 loyalty pressure. I think that's because we only just barely failed the golden age. But the one advantage we do have is we do have access to some of these dark age policy cards, like for example Samo der Xavier or isolationism. Now isolationism is actually really good here for me because I have zero plans for settling more cities here in this game. So if I were to plug in isolationism, I could theoretically start off a chain reaction where Bananarama has enough production to actually build a commercial hub, get a market, get Hercules, then use Hercules to build a commercial hub, build a market, get another trader, build another market, and eventually snowball into using this internal trade route to get me a huge amount of gold production and food and actually make up for the fact that because of the randomized terrain yield, the map is basically devoid of any of that kind of values. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I don't even have man-at-arms, and yet man-at-arms exist. This is something I think is a little bit silly, because I don't actually have the ability to make man-at-arms. And even though there's no iron in the entire world near where I live, these cities have access to man-at-arms. I personally think that's a little bit silly, and I do think that should be changed by the developers, in my opinion. I don't think cities should not, whether or not these guys use man-at-arms or crossbowmen should be dependent on the resources that the cities have when they liberate. It shouldn't be, if I don't have iron, it doesn't make sense for swordsmen to revolt. That's my opinion. Susibaka is flipping over to the other side, but I've got 18 turns to save it. There's got to be an absolute rake of zombies spawning down here in the southwest because of all these units that I'm letting die. The zombie hordes are beginning. This is it. We're seeing it happen live here on YouTube.tv. How strong are these zombies? 37 combat strength. Strong enough to be scary. I have nowhere to retreat. I could sacrifice my warrior to get this kill, and I will. God damn it. Storm, stop destroying my things. Ah! I want to build an observatory here, but it's really too far out. Builder needs to build mines to make the city useful. It might be good just to get another builder in here, to be honest. I could settle a Petra city in theory. It would be probably the highest culture Petra city in existence. I feel like if you're going to ask me the question of, am I winning this game? I don't know, man. It feels like I'm not winning. It really does feel like this is just an absolute devastatingly difficult struggle. We're taking damage in all the wrong places. There's volcanoes erupting, units being murdered, there's zombies. Oh my goodness. Everywhere has just gone to absolute hell. We have blasted down the walls of Alisund though, and there's probably going to be tons of zombies spawning down here because of all the units that died, which is bad news for him. Theoretically bad news for me in the long run, but also temporarily okay news. And you know what? I'll take temporarily okay news over good news any day of the week. Wait, I don't think that makes sense, actually. I like how this builder has just been, like, captured over here and is now trying to evade a pikeman who's, like, constantly trying to just run him down and take him out. Ooh, you're almost dead. Okay, right. I feel like we're barely escaping by the skin of our teeth in a lot of areas here. But we have now completely flipped that. This is flipping back to me. Oh, it's all happening, right? Everything is flipping back the way it should. This Dark Age wasn't that bad, actually. The potential to survive here exists. I think I'm going to stay in my current government for a while. I'm not ready to upgrade Sanguine Pact. It is Reyna time. Reyna is my best chance of survival in this game. I'll pop her into Sussy Baka to give it a bit of loyalty. Corsair. Oh dear, right. At the very least, we have managed to disrupt Norway heavily. We've damaged his economy. We ripped through his military. He's down to 100 military strength. So despite the fact that he was the one who declared war on me, I think I made him regret it. This builder actually managed to escape that pikeman, which is incredible. Right, lovely. And you know what I can do here? I can actually farm experience off of Anshan, which is kind of neat. Uxmal is flipping in 9 turns. Maybe we can speed that up a little. And actually, I have the potential here to do a bit of self-pillaging. And self-pillaging is some of the most powerful thing you can do in the game. Uxmal is now under siege. Perfect opportunity to earn a bit of experience. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Me units are under threat. It's very scary. Me units. They're going to die. Yoink. Why would you just give me this? Why would you just give me your settler? What are you thinking, Norway? What are you thinking? Oh, another unit to kill. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. A zombie appeared, and these zombies are getting a bit worryingly strong. It's a bit worrying. The power that they're wielding. Got ourselves a little man-at-arms lad. Oh, Taruga. Taruga Matata. I don't know how to escape. All right, we'll kill this horseman. Shoot him a bit. I don't know if that actually worked. Well, you know, we gave it a shot. We lost an archer. It's okay. All things considered, it's turned out quite well. Right, that's a very strong unit. We won't be attacking there. There's more warriors coming. Right. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, we're losing units. Oh, Jesus. Thankfully, Kabul is actually helping me here with the zombie. I don't think it's worth it to upgrade to skirmishers. We did get a trebuchet. Let's send that trebuchet up here. Ah, the zombies have appeared. Run away from them. Yeah, this is definitely chaotic. Definitely becoming unmanageable. Units upgraded. You're dying. Combat strength against ranged units. Lovely. You can't shoot him because he's out of your range. You can shoot him though. You're there. Okay. What do I even do? I need to repair my observatory. I'm missing out on too much science. I need a builder in the city. I need to build the consulate. Oh God, there's too much happening now. We're getting to the point where we're getting into what we call the old classic 4x death spiral. If I don't get a handle on things this era, it's game over. This is the moment, okay, where the people of the Mayan Empire get to define human history for the next many thousands of years. Right, we've retaken Uxmal. Good job. Let's get the repairs underway. I probably should have pillaged, but that's okay. It's okay that we didn't. I'm refusing peace with Norway because I still have units inside his borders to fight him with. We got our observatory and our capital up. I think I'm going to go for the consulate and then the library. The next district that I get in my capital could actually be a big one. And I reckon, I reckon it's going to be a commercial hub. An extra trade route here is massive for my empire. So I will place the commercial hub. That's a nice. Let's run. Yeah, let's just leave. Oh man, it looks like something's gone very wrong over in the Cree lands. Yeah, they're having trouble. Might be an opportunity here for us to expand, actually, if we play our cards right. No peace. Our best shot is to stay at war. I was thinking about peace there for a second, but really our best chance is to stay at war. Now we have Hercules. He can pop down here, build that commercial hub for me. I can immediately purchase a market, or we'll be able to purchase a market in a couple of turns. I'll instead buy this tile and get the observatory going. Is that really what I should have done? I guess it's okay what I've done there. I guess getting the market first is more important, actually. Yeah, getting the market first is more important. I can use Hercules to build this commercial hub, and then I'll probably place a commercial hub somewhere here terrible. Ideally, there is fine. So we'll be able to get 3 commercial hubs, which is worth 3 trade routes in my empire. Right, so I've lost this front of the war now, so I think it's time that we pieced out Norway. We did as much damage to his economy as we could. I might be able to request a bit of money from him. He'll give me 2 gold per turn. Honestly, considering how badly that war could have gone, That's a result. Not amazing considering how much I invested into the war, but it's a result I'm willing to take with me to the bank, basically. I'm willing to accept that war wasn't ideal, but it wasn't my war, so having a poor war on the defense is actually fine. Zombies appearing over here, not good. The good news is Horrific Pizza finally has production. Like, it actually has production, thanks to building a few mines. And production has been the thing that we lacked this game. Ooh, do you know what actually would be a good thing to do here? I'm going to buy this niter just before Taruga gets it, because that's a high production tile there. The thing about this mode is, because all of the normal tiles are so terrible, every single possible tile that you can get your hand on that has production or food on it actually has insane value. There's another commercial hub finished. We will prioritize that pretty highly. I do think it would be good to pick up education too for the extra bit of science. This is actually the slowest game of Civ I've ever played. Honestly, it's very, very tough to make it through a full game of this. In the sense that actually just staying alive is a challenge worthy of a player of Civ. Like, right, let's start battering down this city. You do only get 2 experience for shooting the city, but 2 XP is kind of enough. Zombies, very strong, very scary. Don't forget, isolationism will prevent you from settling. This is a free settler, so I can just pop this city down wherever I want once the air is over, and I'll probably settle it primarily for luxury resources. Oh, there's zombies over here. Well, that's not good. Zombies are very scary at the moment. Can I kill this crossbowman, or do I need to retreat? It's actually so close. Painfully close. Maybe Anshan will kill this crossbowman for me. Depends on the order that units go in. Ugh, the city-states don't go first. That's unfortunate. I mean, this city is flipping back to me in 1 turn. I may as well just farm a bit of experience off it if I can. Zombie appeared here. 18 mutagen strength. Very, very spooky. Got a crossbowman to help with this zombie. I am kind of maintaining my power level to stay competitive with the zombies. Got ourselves an observatory here. Boom. Although now that it's been said, commercial hubs seem like a much better deal for me to actually make my cities useful. Because they're worth 5 food and 3 production each at a minimum. And then more depending on how big I can make my capital. Thankfully, this zombie appeared right on top of Hercules, so he can deal with it no problem. I'm getting lots of unit promotions, which is superb for Era score. I'm super delighted. We will be keeping any cities that we get, because it is worth Era score to keep cities. So I don't really see a reason not to keep them. Opportunity here to pick up some combat strength on my vampires. I could really use like niter and like gunpowder or something. All right, so it looks like we've actually managed to recover from that dark age. And while we aren't necessarily coming out on top, we're at least not coming out horrendously low from it. Now, Skedsmo is a bit of a problem. I don't have any units over there, and I don't have a road. It's tough. It's tough to try to manage all of these cities at once. I probably should have seen this coming, because if those zombies flip that city, it's really, really bad for me. Maybe I can teleport Hercules over. There you go. 75 combat strength. The city's fine. Hercules, again, Hercules is such a clutch hero. He's actually so clutch. I am going to start upgrading some crossbowmen. I think that's going to be what I use most of my gold on. I really feel like you should get more experience for fighting zombies. I think getting 1 experience always from fighting zombies just doesn't feel like enough. I'll pop down a farm. Lovely. Capital is doing well. Doing very well. I'm super happy with how it's turned out. It took a lot of work. If you remember, we were on 1 city for nearly 100 turns before we ever got another city out. Zombies destroy cities, or yeah, destroy the city is what I meant, not flip it. It would be kind of cool if the zombies could take over cities and then it became like a zombie spawner. I think that would be really cool. I'd love to see a mod like that, where like a late game crisis could happen, where like zombies, you know, you have the zombie apocalypse rather than like the regular apocalypse mode, and you know, some sort of event triggering the end game happens, and then a city is converted into a zombie spawner, and it spawns zombies on every tiles, and they spread out, and then every city they take also acts as a spawner. It would be pretty sick. A zombie emergency would be cool as hell. Hercules did his job though. He built me my commercial hubs. The monument has been completed in Uxmal. I do believe commercial hub first. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way we survive this game. The twins can claim zombies. Oh, I don't know about that one. That sounds a bit like necromancy to me. And you know what? I'm a law-abiding citizen of the Empire. Okay, I don't go in for any of that necromancy. Also, I'm playing on the monopolies and corporations mode. I should totally actually look to see if I can get a monopoly. I might be able to get one on cotton, or at least a corporation, like an industry. Haven't got a single one of them. I've just been so busy dealing with all the other stuff that the possibility of even thinking about getting one of those just never even crossed my mind. The thing about zombie mode is you're practically living on a knife edge because one mistake ends the game. That's all it takes. That's all it takes for it to be all over. Is one mistake. We have cotton here, so there is potential for a nice bit of adjacency. I think I'll settle there. Put myself a observatory here, and then, well, actually, maybe that doesn't work for me. Maybe I settle here, put my industrial zone there, put a little aqueducty here, a little observatory, an observatory right there. Plantation, observatory, farm. So maybe we'll settle in the place. We'll settle right here. Right here, right. We'll do a little commercial hub there as well. Yeah, that'll be grand. Right. What's next? Oh God, I don't see any text. Just research things at random. Go. Am I ready to become a monarchy? I don't think so. I don't think I want to be a monarchy. I think I want to stay in an autocracy. We seem to be surviving just fine. Oh, we took a bit of damage in Bananarama. Bananarama. We must protect the city of Bananarama. Teleport Hercules to Bananarama. I've got enough gold now to recall, what's his face? Your man. The lad who destroys resources. The resource yeeter himself. Let's just settle in place. This is fine. We'll put you into sleep until we get into the next era. Maybe we can pop out that. Maybe what we could do... We'll pop that card out and then pop it back in because we're not really getting much out of it at the moment. But in Copa and Caban, trader, boom. So we can trade with the capital now and get a bunch of food and production and gold from Copa Caban. Mega Colossal Eruption destroyed my commercial hub. My favorite thing ever happened. So Nukes or Rust. 9 food, 7 production and 3 gold. That is the power of my internal trade routes right now. And that is going to completely carry me perfectly through this phase of the game. I don't even know what tech to try and unlock here. Like, what does any of this do for me? It feels like I'm randomly flailing my way through the tech tree, which I guess is how most normal people feel when they play this game. I just am clicking on things with no rhyme or reason, which I guess is like how 90% of the people in my chat feel when they're playing this game. It's like, oh God, what do I click? Survival is an instinct, okay? It is an instinct. Could get some amenities. I'm really low on amenities this game. It's been tough. I don't even have my silk online. Jesus. Get that builder. Get that trader. Trader builder university. That's what I'll do in my capital. Yeah, the big danger is that a single war will just continuously spawn zombies for the rest of the game if you kill enough units. And it can be devastating. Devastating. Jesus, the production in here is so terrible. 5 production. 5. We got our observatory in Bananarama, so we can finally start getting our tech up. We might actually break like the 50s in the tech mark here. A third 150, and I've never had more than 50 tech, at least as far as I remember. Right, the Kree has levied Anshan, which is probably not a good sign for me. I might be able to try to get an alliance with the Kree. That would actually be the sus here. If I got an alliance with the Kree, I could use this alliance. Oh, he won't take an alliance. Well, that means he's going to go to war with me. But he has no military, so how can he go to war with no military? But he's acting like he wants to go to war. That's the thing. Right, lovely. More farms up. These food tiles, yes, they have no production, but population is my saving grace. Okay, it's the thing that's keeping me alive. Can I actually use... Does the game break if I paste the sus symbol? I guess it does. It just makes X. Doesn't work. Never mind. Can't use the sus symbol. Oh, there's zombies. I'll get a man-at-arms to defend. I feel like killing zombies shouldn't cause more zombies to spawn. That is a game interaction fail right there. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's loads of zombies spawning down here where they shouldn't be. We'll get ancient walls to make the city a bit more secure, actually. Oh, God, a forest fire. Retreat. Let's grab diplomatic service. I definitely want the chancery. It'll give me a little bit more food production gold, everything in the capital, once I can grab it. We've got our library up. I'm going to get ancient walls. That gives me another city shot in the area, and then we'll grab our university. The walls are just, defensive in nature. Let's go ahead and take forestry management on Reina. Oh, we got our very first great person of the game. It is Zhang Qian, who will give us a free trader and a trade route in... Incredible. Foreign trade routes to the city provide +2 gold to both cities. That is a thing of BEAUT. put this trade route over in Xbox. My problem is that I lack any iron at all, so I can't actually heal my units. I need to talk to the Cree. Cree, please, for the love of unholy Christ, give me some iron. 6 gold per turn for iron. 20 iron, thank you. That'll at least allow me to heal my man-at-arms and stuff. Oh my god, this is just chain spawning. Chain spawning zombies over here. Definitely a perfectly balanced mode. What? How is this even possible? Oh god, the fire is ripping through again. Chop out that guy. We will pop goes the weasel into Skeedsmo. Nukes are sus. 9 food, 7 production, 3 gold. That is the kind of trade route I like to see. It's basically single-handedly, you know, developing this city. We are starting to crack out our walls, which is good. Oof, all right. Third farm. Ah, look at these farms in here now. This is a thing of beauty. Tons of food, tons of gold, tons of production. Everything you ever want from your civ. Right, more zombies in the interior. Ministry of the Zombie Interior. That's what I want my role in government to be. Ministry of the Zombie Interior. Or the Zombie Minister of Interior. Whichever one that works. Whichever one, you know. More zombies. Ah, there's got to be something wrong with the zombie algorithm. Something's gone wrong with the zombie algorithm, man. I'm telling you now. This does not make sense. There's man-at-arms spawning here too. That's weird. Well, now to be done, but to be fighting for it. Now to be done. Nachen. Let's make it coarser. Most of our gold should be going towards like military maintenance and upgrading units and stuff to try and stay competitive. Nice, we got our markets. Markets. It's the goal here. As many of those markets as we can. What do I even do in my capital here? I have a commercial hub. I have pretty much everything I need. What am I missing? I thought Civ was going to say Civ brings people together or some baloney like that. Pff, no. What are you talking about? Civ is more divisive than Settlers of Catan. Don't play Civ with your friends, okay? The Yogs cast is actually like a secret factory for developing grudges. That's what it's for. The Armchair Admirals. That's what it's designed to do. Is to sow distrust and discord among the people who play. We don't need another trader. I do feel like we are like right on the cusp of the industrial era. And so if I were to get myself an industrial zone and place it appropriately like here, I would lose adjacency on this, which is crap. Yes, I agree. Do you know what I could do? I could do an aqueduct there and an industrial zone here. And then I would hit basically my entire empire with this industrial zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I would hit basically the entire empire that I care about, which is these 5 cities with this industrial zone. So I'm going to go for the industrial zone and we'll go for the aqueduct and we'll eventually place another farm here. And this will just be a way for us to get even more production. Because again, production is the most scarce resource in the game right now for me because of the randomized tile yields. I thought Bill Gates played Age of Empires. I mean, here's the thing. Age of Empires, that's just real-time civilization shrunk down to like 4 eras, okay? That's all that Age of Empires is, right? Bruce Shelley, the guy who made Age of Empires, explicitly said that was the goal. Originally, when they were making Age of Empires, they wanted to make a real-time civilization game. Okay, we're going to be going into another Dark Age here, and I'm not actually a fan because I've built 0 military units for the last, like, several... like centuries, and Hercules is about to die. Yeah, it might be in a spot of bother here. Just FYI, things might not go well for me in the next few turns because the zombie power is actually increasing at a rapid rate that I'm not quite keeping up with. So what do we do? I think we start building pike and shots. We build a few pike and shot. We upgrade to crossbow wherever it makes sense. In fact, I can't afford to plug in professional army, so I would just won't. You can recall Hercules with the faith for the next era. Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is we shall recall Hercules and pray that it all works out for me here. Right, Skedsmo. Norway, do you want to be friends? Okay. Norway doesn't want to be friends. Norway wants to kill me. That's the only conclusion that I have made here. 7 turns to get a market. 7 turns until these cities flip. Buy a unit. I could buy a man-at-arms. Walls... Maybe not building walls in a city that'll flip independent might be the right move. Yeah, so let's not do that. Let's get the commercial hub instead. Every city doesn't have encampments. Zombie mode mistake. That's a mistake I'm willing to live with. Hey, Potato, besides Civ, what's your favorite game? Civ isn't even my favorite game. How about that to blow your mind? I just really like Civ to the point where I have absolutely no problem playing it as a job. But I don't know if I would say it's my favorite game. But here's the thing. If I played my favorite game as my job, it wouldn't be my favorite game anymore. Civ is like it's like the perfect canvas of possibilities and intrigue and different mechanics that makes it so perfectly replayable. It has that feel that you can engage with Civ at many, many different levels of your ability as a player. You can play it on easy and struggle, or you can play it on the hardest difficulty, and you could play it in a chaotic way. It just is a game that offers a perfect canvas of possibilities, and it has the exact sort of replayability that like ticks all my boxes, that keeps me interested. Like I wouldn't be able to play a game over and over if it didn't have that sort of diversity. I stayed up for this New World game launch, and let me tell you, it's not worth 1 hour in. I'm bored out of my mind. I mean, I could tell you right now. Let me draw you a graph. This is how you tell, all right? This is how you tell if an MMO, all right? We've got fun on what I assume is the y-axis, because I failed math, okay? And then we've got something, okay? What is this down here? Here's how you can tell if an MMO is fun, all right? It looks like this. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this part of the graph is? This is the year 2010, because this is the time dimension, okay? Any MMO released after 2010 isn't fucking fun anymore, okay? Stop trying. The only exception, okay? When did Final Fantasy XIV release? Okay? Final Fantasy released in 2010, okay? And that game was absolute massive piles of crap. It was the last gasp of the MMO industry, and they actually managed to rebuild it into a fun game. The game was terrible on launch, and no one can deny it. The developer himself apologized and remade the game. It was that bad. Okay? That's the sort of thing that that's like if a chef accidentally served you like a blue steak in a restaurant, and he was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, this was underdone." And he went back and then like made you a whole new steak, okay? This never happens in the video game industry. Do you know what people do in the video game industry? They release they release a steak that's blue, undercooked, raw, inedible, okay? And then when you're like, dude, I can't eat this. It's not done. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And they take it out and they put it in the microwave for like a minute. And they bring it back out. It's like, sorry about that. We fixed it. And it's like, no. No, you didn't. You're going to do this again. You can't just microwave the problem away. This steak is undercooked. Yeah, and in the words of Gordon Ramsay, the fucking bass is fucking raw, dude. You can't just microwave the problem away. You can't just microwave. Oh Jesus. Run. Oh well. I don't know why that took all of this unit's movement. Is this a hill? Why can't you shoot? I don't understand why you can't shoot. Can you not shoot over geothermals? Oh, the geothermal's on a hill. Right, that makes sense. That makes a bit more sense. All my trade routes have been cancelled. I think I will send a trade route out of my capital. Does Susibaka have a trade route? No, Susibaka does not have a trade route. Well, do you know what city needs a trade route? It's Susibaka. Horrific Pizza also lacks a trade route. I'll put one in there. I work in a kitchen. Chef Mike fixes all my problems. Yeah. Unless I feel like you can't just microwave a steak to make it better, though. That's got to go back on the pan if it's like underdone. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I use that metaphor, because you can't just microwave the problem away. You can try. You can try. And you know what? I'll give you credit for trying. It's a good attempt, but it ain't working. Where? I need gunpowder like yesterday. We are in another dark age, but that's fine. We seem to be able to survive the dark age just fine. You can't well done a steak with a microwave. I'm sorry, Sean. You can't well done a steak with a microwave because it needs the browning. The browning needs to happen. You can't just microwave a steak to being well done. At least I feel like I would be able to tell. I could tell if you had microwaved a steak instead of actually throwing it back in the pan. You can tell by how done it is on the outside. You could maybe get away with it if you had a microwave and a blowtorch. You just blast the outside of the steak real quick before you throw it back in. Well done steak is a travesty. I'm not saying the steak should be well done. I'm saying if the steak is underdone. All right, yeah, just remain calm, potato. Don't feed the trolls. They don't exist. Go to your happy place. Considering the microwave was originally invented for resuscitating cryogenically frozen hamsters. Hang on a minute. This is some microwave lore that I didn't actually know. Is my game a little choppy? Why is it choppy? Why are you being choppy? Oh, I had my frame limiter turned off. That's why it was choppy. Oh my god, it's as smooth as butter now. Oh my goodness. What has been happening? No wonder. No shot, dude. That makes so much sense now as to what. Oh, it's so smooth. Okay. Anyway, I love you all very much. We shall continue this in the next episode. Bye bye.